going to say where we are, but this is the first time the Jimny, Dash Jimny, has met the Dash tank. I'm a bit anxious because I know how much has been done to the Jimny, and now we're versing the tank. But I'm excited too because I get to see the tank in action and what it can do. Alright, so let's talk about what's been done to these cars. I'll go first.
Sure.
It's got a lift, I'm done.
Got some tyres too.
It's got a lift, tyres. What comes stock in these cars is a twin locked 4-link rear end. I think it's about 2-inch lift, something like that, and 295 tyres.
Yeah.
Alright, I have a seat while you talk about yours.
Alright, so the Jimny got a considerable amount of modifications now. So we're still at probably about an 80mm suspension lift, but couple that with some tyres and a few other things, it's probably sitting around 100mm. So it's got some really good clearance. We've got reductions in the Jimny now, 87% in the low range, which is allowing this thing to really crawl. We put a throttle controller in it, so it's a bit rapid off the lights, but better off-road because we can dial it right down, have a spongy, progressive pedal. Got some 31.7s, essentially 32-inch tyres on the Jimny now. It's twin E-locked now, not from factory, we've put that in. And then just the Dash off-road bar work, the front bar, the rock sliders, and the rear bar. But more recently, we put a bolt-in 4-link in the rear, which we will test today.
So I know why I had to spend so long talking about all the modifications, because mine kind of has all that standard 4-link.
China.
It doesn't need a throttle controller because I've got buttons for that.
You do.
Actually, I've got more buttons than I know what to do with. But both cars have got bigger tyres, twin locked, 4-link suspension, and live front rear, live rear only. Let's go and put these things to test, see what they can do.
Let's go.
Alright, this is how it's starting. We're just going to call this today's track for the sake of it. It's pretty hectic already. This is what we're just about to come down. There's 3 different lines. We're going to try this one with a massive ledge. I know, well, the Jimny being short wheelbase gets quite tipped up going down this sort of stuff, but Matt knows what he's doing. I'm pretty new to this tank and I'm not sure how the back of it, how good the departure angle is, but we're about to find out because I'm going to try and try to do the same line. Remember, I don't have sliders. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to go on the rear clearance there, but we're doing this as a comparison, so I guess I've got to do it too. 4-speed box. First gear is really low. I thought that was fine. Mate, you know this place better, much better than me. Probably seen a few cars go down there.
Yeah, so this is the wheelbase, and this is probably a bit smaller than a Patrol, but a lot larger than a Jimny or a Shorty, in any other sort of model or brand. So I went down first in the Jimny. I know the lines pretty well now, so sort of cheating. But we were very careful to sort of pick your lines on the way down. We were concerned on a couple of the steps that you might foul a rear bar or a slider or something like that, but it really didn't do it.
I heard it touch a couple of times.
Yeah, not as much as I thought it would have. I thought you were going to, it was actually going to be quite loud. I was really worried about the rear bar at one point, but it came down nice and it was gentle. You were quite slow and calculated, so I think that saved all that.
The brakes held it up. I decided to come down unlocked just to see what would happen, and the ABS did kick in here and there. Were you locked for it?
No, I wasn't locked for it, but again, like got reduction gears that are quite low.
Yeah, okay.
So it sort of acts like lockers in a way. Everything's really slow.
Yeah,
whereas normally, if you were in not a reducted sort of four-wheel drive, and you had lockers, I would suggest you'd go down locked as much as possible because just got that surety.
So now we've got to go back up, and I think that's going to be even more fun, and there's some other play bits on the way up too. So yeah, what goes down must go up.
back and then slowly some left hand down, okay? That's good, yeah, slowly back, that's good, that's good. That's good, that's good. Yeah, nice, I like it. Stay on that. Bit of left hand down. Okay, stop there. Now I want a lot of right hand down.
Check out where we are and the company that we're keeping. You know, this is a pretty serious track. So Matt's jealous now. He wants to drive the tank, so he's going to drive it back down that hill, and then so he gets a go at going up. It's on the back loop down. So that's where we came. Actually, no, we came down. We came down this path here. He's chosen the more creative line now. You're allowed to scratch the rear bar and the side steps, not the methods. Different line coming in on an angle on this one. This is almost double climb here. Look at it. Oh, you did it easier.
Yeah, second time round though.
How good is that? Like the Jimny's proven itself, we know that's good. Go back a few videos and you'll see how that went. But the tank's holding its own. It's not for, you know, a 2-inch lift, it's doing well.
That was good.
Yeah. And like, look, we got cob trucks going up next to us. So for the people that are wondering, out of all the different modes that we had, I chose pothole mode. I'm guessing that gives me the lowest throttle sort of acceleration. Just ran up a hill, so I'm puffed out. I think rock mode would have done just the same. But anyway, I think all the rest of the modes are a bit silly. The mud sand one was too fast on the throttle. Twin locked, obviously. What else do I need to tell you? I loved it. That was so good. Talk about an awesome Wednesday wheeling. This track was awesome. We just stumbled upon like the Instagram like perfect spot to take some photos. Summarising the tank going up there. I'll throw it to you. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, so look, down's always easier because gravity's your friend. It might not sound great, but you'll always get down.
Yeah.
Up was always going to be the concern. But I mean, geez, with the twin lockers, and it just has this real supple, soft feel to it. So it's very predictable. Like where you can feel it, you can feel the wheel travel, feel where you're placing it, and it creates a confidence that it's just going to climb. And I think that first gear low is quite low.
Yeah.
So that second time that I drove up that bit you did, I took a slightly different line, but geez, it went up. It ate it up.
I don't know whether it's the suspension. Like the Dobinsons have like gone to a lot of R&D to revalve these shocks for us. Whether it's if you're watching this video, you probably have seen the Savage Tech video going up the springs, Vera Clock, and the comments out of that was it was such a balanced vehicle, and that's what I felt too.
I think surety.
Yeah, you felt like you just knew what was about to happen.
Yeah, other cars you're like,
yeah, bracing
you're
for that.
nervous, you didn't know whether, but it was just very smooth. It was like rolling a balloon, full water balloon down a ledge. Like it just felt very moulded.
So the Jimny was the benchmark. Like if it even did half as good as the Jimny, I think we would have been happy.
Yeah.
It did it all. But
yeah. Well, I was surprised because I kept getting out of the car and going back. So Dave, I'm not sure if you should follow this.
Right,
and you went, let's have a crack. And to its credit, it followed the Jimny all day.
Yeah.
And I'm impressed. Yeah, truly am.
What I also like, and this is a tank versus Jimny video, so I'm going to put the knee in here. I did everything you did, and I've got a leather interior, a better camera, ventilated heated seats, a warm steering wheel, and I can keep up with pretty much any four-wheel drive on the road too. Like, I think, watch out Australia, the mindset around this car is going to change. From being a Chinese-made vehicle to this thing is actually really good car on road, good car off-road, it's affordable. Yeah, look out, I think we're going to see a lot more of these tanks on the road and in the bush.
Yeah, I think if to finalise my thoughts on it, and we were talking about it earlier, or just before, China's had 3 years to sort of maybe get any sort of driveline issues or any quibbles or things out, and knowing that they want to get it into Australia and what we would potentially put it through, I think they've done really well. It's early days, but from today, oh man, I'm pumped as to where it's going.
The platform's 3 years old, but it feels like, you know, whoever's, you know, calling the shots here have said, I think it's ready. It's been out for 3 years in China. It's time to send to the Australians. And now it's time for us to send it.
Yeah, let's send it more.
Yeah. All right, thanks for watching. Make sure if you want to see all the mods happening to this car, it's on the Facebook on Tank 300 Modified, and to follow on your car.
JB Tested on TikTok.
Yep.
Good morning TikTok land. And should we talk about the show?
Oh, the show. This weekend, that's what we're here for. The Sydney show this weekend. We'll post the video tonight, but come and see us at the Sydney show, Eastern Creek, on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you can have a close look at these cars after we clean them.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah.